In 1929, a group of concerned and dedicated citizens in Utica, New York, recognized a need in the community and rose to a noble challenge to help people who were blind and visually impaired. Aspiring to a greater good, they founded the Central Association for the Blind. Their mission back then was to assist people who were blind or visually impaired to achieve their highest levels of independence. It remains so today. A not-for-profit agency, CABVI's services cover 8 counties in central New York. We serve people of all ages, from newborns to the elderly. We have a team of professionals offering comprehensive employment, vision rehabilitation, and technology services personally tailored to people who are blind or visually impaired. One of the greatest challenges for people who are blind or visually impaired is traveling independently. CABVI's orientation and mobility specialists teach consumers how to navigate their surroundings safely and with confidence in the home, school, workplace, or community. Our vision rehabilitation therapists go to our consumers' homes to teach them how to manage personal care, health needs, meal preparation, and household finances. They also coordinate all counseling and rehabilitation services. Their goal is to provide assistance and advocacy for every consumer. At CABVI, we know that remaining vision is usable vision, and our low vision services are designed to help people make the most of the vision they have. CABVI employs low vision specialists, optometrists who are specially certified to evaluate eyesight and prescribe low vision optical aids. These aids can include telescopic lenses, lenses that filter light, magnifying glasses, or electronic devices that can be handheld or placed directly onto reading material. People often enjoy a marked improvement in the quality of their lives by using assistive devices. At CABVI's Sight Shop, we offer dozens of products that make life easier for those living with vision loss. Everything from lighting and magnification to kitchen, medical, and timekeeping products. The agency also operates low vision and vision rehabilitation clinics in Watertown, Oneida, and Fort Plain. For most children, 90% of their early learning comes from vision. A child who is visually impaired learns about the world in ways other than watching, by touching, listening, imagining, exploring. At all ages, self-help is a vital component of CABVI's children's services. The more children can do, the better image they have of themselves as they build their future. We offer comprehensive services for children from birth through age 18. Our teachers of the visually impaired help with early intervention in an infant's or young child's home and later in their school. At the same time, parents receive training so that they can reinforce teaching their children. CABVI has taken the leading role in activating community resources to meet the need for large-scale preschool vision screening. Our preschool vision screening program relies heavily on our volunteers. CABVI's 2-hour training class teaches volunteers to conduct a 4-step vision screening that evaluates children for possible vision problems. The number of children screened exceeds 4,000 each year, with an average of 4% requiring follow-up evaluation. As with any loss, people who have lost their vision often go through a series of emotional stages. Helping consumers navigate the emotional waters associated with vision loss is the focus of our psychosocial services. We offer classes for the individual and also for their family to talk about reactions to this life-altering event and to look at the stages of adjustment that eventually lead to acceptance. The unemployment rate among working-age people who are blind is an unbelievable 70%. We know that for people who are blind or visually impaired, successful employment is a key to dignity and independence. More than just a source of income, it's also a source of pride. CABVI employs people who are blind or visually impaired in either administrative or supervisory positions or in our production and manufacturing division. We counsel people who are blind or visually impaired to help them find and retain jobs they value in the community. Our employment specialists evaluate the interests and capabilities of our consumers, providing them with the resources necessary to successfully pursue their employment goals. Services include assistance with readiness assessment, job searching, resume writing, interview preparedness, employer contact, and on-the-job training. We create a workplace atmosphere that fosters growth and independence. We believe that with appropriate support, individuals with visual impairments can attain their highest levels of employment success, advancing in their chosen career path. This belief translates into action through CABVI's Best Practices program, which is developing a workforce prepared to meet the demands of the future and be leaders in the field. Employees in the program include information technology specialists, receptionists, social workers, and public policy coordinators. Central Industries is the manufacturing division of the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. We've been producing quality products since 1929. A highly skilled workforce of men and women who are blind or visually impaired form an efficient team, producing millions of dollars in products required every day by the state and federal governments. Examples of these agencies are the New York State Department of Transportation, New York City Health and Hospitals Corporation, the U.S. Department of Defense, and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Central Industries is the sole supplier of examination gloves to the Federal Transportation Security Administration for security screenings at practically all major airports across the United States, a contract that amounts to more than several $1 million in sales annually. Central Industries also produces men's pajamas for the Veterans Administration, rubber bands to the federal government, EMS 911 exam gloves to the New York City Department of Citywide Administrative Services, and double-topped file folders to the state and federal government. These contracts demonstrate the faith and confidence that the government has in the quality of CABVI's products and workforce. Well over 100 people work in Central Industries, where they manufacture, package, or assemble over 30 different lines of products. To maintain the inventory necessary to fulfill CABVI's contracts, the agency has 2 warehouses, totaling 174,000 square feet of production and distribution area, both equipped with loading docks capable of accommodating the largest trucks. CABVI operates base supply centers at military bases throughout the Northeast United States. The Dolphin Express opened in 2000 at the New London Submarine Base in Connecticut, followed by the Galaxy Express at Air Reserve Base, Westover, Massachusetts in 2003. 2 years later, we opened the Shipyard Express at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard in Kittery, Maine. In 2008, we began operations at Naval Station Newport, Rhode Island with the Island Express. Our base supply centers are parts of a vast network of centers serving military bases across the United States under the Ability One program banner. Ability One helps thousands of people who are blind or have other severe disabilities find employment. The program coordinates its activities with nonprofit organizations across the country to employ these individuals and provide goods and services to the federal government at a competitive price. Our base supply center customers rely on us to carry more than 4,000 products at competitive prices with brand names like Skillcraft, 3M, Snap-on, Charmin, Imation, Sony, Fellows, Hewlett-Packard, Maxell, Polaroid, and Avery. CABVI provides additional employment at the SS Stratton VA Medical Center in Albany. A seasoned team of customer service representatives who were legally blind staffs the telephone communications unit at the medical center. They answer and connect over 500,000 incoming and outgoing telephone calls annually, including the emergency paging system. At the time it opened in the mid-1990s, CABVI's telephone communications unit was one of only 2 in the nation serving Department of Veterans Affairs medical centers. The effectiveness of the Central Association for the Blind or Visually Impaired as a successful employment and human service agency is possible only through the devoted efforts of everyone working toward a common goal: the boards of directors, staff, employees, volunteers, and donors. Each year, thousands of individuals from across the United States generously give hundreds of thousands of dollars to support the vision rehabilitation efforts of CABVI. Whether they are large corporate sponsors of special events or a family making a small contribution, they recognize one thing above all else: that the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired is a cause worthy of their support. As we look forward, our commitment to outreach will remain robust in Central New York as we identify and assist our neighbors with vision loss. New product lines will lead to expanded employment for people who are blind or visually impaired. Our vision rehabilitation professionals will continue to create innovative services that help people who don't see well live like those who do. As started in 1929, through today, and for many years to come, the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired will maintain its distinction of excellence.